Tired of hearing a dude whose hair is thinning, but his bangs are perfect, yelling all on your screen? Are you tired of a guy constantly talking about New Jersey twerk, Sharon and disaster, and then right back to New Jersey twerk? Are you tired of a guy? I'm fucking around, man. Get your Surviving Dear Me t-shirts, man. You see Dear Me and Nene on the shirt right there. You know what I'm saying? Get yours now. The link is in the description. Get your Union hoodies, your Union t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? This comes in two different colors, white and blue. Anyway, let's talk. Let's talk about this Serius Jones and Ill Will battle. Now, of course, the disappointment was that this was a replacement battle. Originally, it was supposed to be Young Ill versus Ill Will, and that would have made for a perfectly fire battle. But you guys already know what's up. I don't need to get into all of that. Now, when the announcement was made that Serius Jones would be the replacement for Young Ill, a lot of people weren't happy about that. A lot of people were talking down on this, and I have to side with Visuel and salute to Visuel. Check out our Union show for the record. It's me, Dear Me, and Visuel. If you don't know, Visuel would say what's crazy is that Serius Jones arguably hasn't lost. Like, you can make that argument, or that, you know, he wins. He finds a way to win, and everyone knows that Ill Will's in my top 5. Ill Will is one of my favorites. To me, he is the modern day version of Party Artie, what Artie would have been. You know what I'm saying? And Ill Will is probably one of the most versatile guys in battle rap. That's my opinion. I didn't ask you for your opinion. We talking about my opinion right now. Serius Jones, some people question, is he a legend? Is he not? You know, do you want to debate that? I don't know. Would I put him in that category? I believe so. I think that if you put some of these other dudes in there, how can you not put Jones? This battle was more proof of something that I say about Serius Jones all the time. I say, while Serius Jones should be commended for his ability to freestyle and the quality of his freestyles, I still hate how much he doesn't in the battle. And then when you see him in battles where he clearly wrote some and then he freestyles some of the rest, you like, damn, if your writtens are like this, why not write for a whole battle? You know what I'm saying? I feel like he did that in this battle, and I think it showed. I think it showed tremendously. Now, again, this is my opinion. You might seen another battle of his where you felt like he wrote the whole time. I never said Jones was whack. I'm simply saying I feel there's a huge difference when he writes 3 full rounds or when he writes a round or a round and a half and freestyles the rest. You know, Ill Will, you know what you're gonna get from him: entertainment, aggression, bars. Like, he's just one of the most well-rounded out there. You know, and this match, I'll tell you out the gate, this matchup turned out to be better than I expected, and I expected good from them. This was even better than I expected. Salute to them both. If you don't know now, you can get the VOD. They actually reduced the price of the VOD, so go to rarebreedentertainment.com, rarebreedent.com. Let's get into it. First round, I don't know if they did the coin toss before they got on stage or whatever. I don't know. But what happened was they told them to introduce themselves. Ill Will introduced himself. Serius Jones went straight into the bars. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. I don't know if it was his choice to go first, but if it is, as always, that's a gutsy move, because you know you got to set the if you go first, that's just pretty much how I go. If you go first, you have to set the bar for what this battle has to be, and if you go last, you have the advantage of closing the show properly. But you got to execute on both counts, right? So Jones goes straight into his bars. That OG Bobby Johnson Deuces line was fire. It's a bit of old school ball. We've heard these references plenty of times, but I think the way Serius Jones did it was dope. I appreciate that. He went in on this whole thing about Ill Will being from Michigan, but you know, he rocked with a Harlem crew, which is Team Homie, if you didn't know that. So he had a line, Mitch again line. Michigan, Mitch again, Money Mitch, pay the fool. Pretty sure you guys get that reference. I think the dopest line that Jones had in that first was where he said, "Hoes on the side of your head like Snake is." That shit is crazy. That is crazy. I personally have never heard anybody come up with that reference. I thought it was fire, you know, especially the way Jones was on when he was flowing. He had aggression. They was like non-stop rapid fire from Jones, man, and I was very impressed with this first round. Ill Will goes first. He freestyles real quick. If you didn't see, check out my recap. But the Craig Lamar, he freestyled about the Craig Lamar and Oops battle where Craig Lamar choked. So you got to hear what it was that Ill Will said, but he freestyled real quick on the spot. He threw a lot of shots at guys like Jones, like V Dollars, Enes. He did this in a few bars. He went at them. I thought the way he did it was cool, and his point was clear and across the board. That's still here. He went on the shit. Still here. Blah blah blah. Shoot by the side of your ear. Can you still hear? You got to hear it. You know, I'm butchering it, but that was dope from Ill Will. I was fucking with it. That plug and power of attorney line was clearly the best line that Ill Will had in this first round. And both these first rounds for both of them were very, very dope. Very dope. And it just set the trend like, wow, man, these guys are coming with it straight out the gate. Second round, Serious Jones goes. He came out, it was funny and it was clever where he came out that line where he said, my portfolio is as thick as your aunt that catch the Holy Ghost. That was hilarious. Definitely dope. That hearing impaired line was just crazy, and I don't think everybody caught that. I'm hoping you at home caught that, especially us who have the luxury of running things back, watching on the VOD. Man, that was just absolutely crazy, and that was towards the end of the round. But he had a little pause moment there. You know what I'm saying? He did this whole shit about he should twist Ill Will's nipple type move. Like, I didn't understand that. All I thought was pause, Jones. What the fuck, man? But he had an incredible second round. That's impossible for that to take away. And what's crazy is his second round elevated from his first. His first round was crazy, the both of them. But he elevated that. And like to go in the first round, have a crazy first, elevated in the second, you're like, wow, you know what I'm saying? And he was still on that rapid fire, bars behind bars. You know, just the right amount of aggression and not going overboard. And it was fire. It was definitely fire. Ill Will goes in the second round. He had a line talking about in the car, body all over the place, like Respucia. Definitely fire. You know how Will is with his sarcasm and everything. So the whole way he played that out, the way he set it up and going into the line was dope. That Yasin Bey Most Def line was crazy. Now when he did that whole bar about the brain waves, you know, again, thank God I judge battles. I judge them. I don't give a fuck how everybody else thinking. But I don't think the people in the building caught them brainwave bars. That shit was absolutely crazy right there. I was fucking with it crazy. He had a line that was hilarious. Well, you know, and with the sarcasm again, he's great with it. He said, he was talking about how he's a little bit crazy. How Ill Will was saying how him himself is a little bit crazy. He's bipolar. He said, I have to sleep with the sickness every night like Cookie Johnson. Think about that. I have to sleep with the sickness every night like Cookie Johnson. You don't know who Cookie Johnson is? That's Magic Johnson's wife. So, Ill Will's fucked up and dope at the same time, man. And then he towards the end of the round, he had another dope line where he said, Coke so white, it wants to speak to a manager. That was absolutely great. That was absolutely creative. I was fucking with that second round. Third round, here we go. Serious Jones, he starts going in on Ill Will, like how Ill Will likes to dress and stuff like that, the kind of things he would wear. You know, basically a roasting session from Serious Jones. I thought that was very cool from him, showing a different side because the other two rounds was very aggressive. So now, you know, he's starting off a little bit more comedy side of it. That was pretty dope. He had a line that hit home. It was simple but dope at the same time. Where he said, "It's always a dude with no life making death threats." He's very right about that. While he was having such an incredible third round, what I didn't like about his third round was the shots he threw at Math. And at that point, he was at the very end of his third round, so it didn't affect his round. You know how most of you guys know how I feel about it. If you ain't attacking your opponent, I can't score a round for you no matter how dope it was. But no, he went at Ill Will the whole round. Towards the very end, he threw a few shots at Math. I wish he wouldn't have did that. Now, let's get something straight. Serious Jones has the right to feel how he feels. What made it awkward is like 1 minute him and it seems like him and Math have squashed whatever, then the next minute is the issues back. At the press conference, he got mad. He brought up Math and the Ill Will face-off. And then after that, I believe it was 15 Minutes of Fame. I believe it was. He did an interview. Shout out to Uncle Ra. If that, salute to Uncle Ra. He was doing an interview. He started talking about Math, and then at one point, Math came walking past, and him and Math had an exchange of words. The reason why I hate that he did this is just like, yo, man, Math is in the building. Math is about to have a real heated battle with Hollow, whatever the case. You as a man, Serious Jones, have every right to say what you want to say about the situation. You're the one who went through it. So I'm not about to tell you what to do. I just think in that situation, you risked fucking up business at that standpoint. You have an incredible battle. Why say something like that that's going to cause a reaction? It's not like you threw a little shot at Math. That shot you threw was a little serious there. And no pun intended. But that could have caused Math to react some sort of way that, you could have now been in the crowd getting into a fight or things of this nature, and really ruin this event and ruin the opportunity for you, and maybe you would have lost some money. And again, putting people's safety in, I just think that it was okay to throw the shot. I just think when some of the things you said as you continued could have created something dangerous. I just wish you wouldn't have said that. You have every right to feel the way you feel, and if you want it outside to address him, you got every right. The man's right there. Do what you feel. But I just think, that was a bit much. You know what I'm saying? Just my opinion. But to me, it didn't take away from how dope Serious third round was or how fire the battle was. Ill Will goes. He starts, man, Ill Will's one of the kings of assholes. You know what I'm saying? He starts singing to Serious Jones. He takes an R&B song and sings and formats it in a way where he's talking about the way that Math punched Serious Jones. So basically, his third round was about that whole altercation. He had a line where he said, "Jive Turkey, you was looking like 5:30. If you don't know what that means, go look at your clock." So if you get rocked, you get slumped. You looking like 5:30. Do the math on it. That was dope. He said some shit where he says, ashes is the only way. He said, I go to your funeral or your wake, some shit like that. Hug your moms. By the ashes, it's the only way you earn my respect. Something to that effect. And that was so dope. That was definitely dope. Very creative. And again, man, like, this is what you come to expect from Ill Will. You know what I'm saying? Just fire shit like this. I didn't like what Ill Will was saying about Serious Jones' daughter. And let me explain. If you watch my blogs, you know I don't like when people bring other people's kids into the mix. Here's the thing about that situation. If you're making a general statement, a general bars about somebody's family, I don't have a problem with that. But if you're sitting here and specifying about their kids in particular, especially if you say their name, which that's not what Ill Will did to my knowledge. But I don't know that Serious Jones got a daughter, but it seemed like Ill Will was referencing his daughter the whole battle. And I personally didn't like that, even though some of the bars I did like. Towards the end, it just hit me like, yo, man, like, Serious really got a daughter that this dude is going in like that? And again, that just creates a situation where a problem could arise from that. That's why I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Man, in general, I don't like when people bring up people's kids. You know what I'm saying? But again, making a general bar and specifically saying something like that, that's two different things. That's just me. You know, some of y'all don't care, and that's fine. I'm just telling you what my opinion is on the situation. But again, that did not take away from the battle or from the round. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like, and hopefully we'll get ARP on the Union soon. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to ARP. I've interviewed him plenty of times. And, you know, Lawrence comes on to the Union show with us quite a few times. Salute to Lawrence, always supporting us. Salute. I just didn't like on the end when ARP keeps pulling the guys to the front of the stage and telling you, the people, that battle was a classic. You know, or sometimes ARP does it throughout the event where he's like, oh, we got a classic. That's not up to you, ARP. That's not up to you. You created the battle and the matchup that can potentially be a classic. Yes, sir. And salute to you for that. But it's not up to you to tell us, the fans, what's a classic or not. We'll tell you what a classic is. That's just my opinion. I don't know, that shit just annoyed me, you know what I'm saying? But salute to ARP, just, you know, I got nothing but respect for the dude, but just how I praise him is the same way I'll tell him what I don't like, and he knows that. So let's get to who I thought won. Notice I didn't tell you who I thought won. Serius Jones had an incredible first round. I gave that first round to Serius Jones. I thought the first round was clear that Jones took that. Second round was Jones' best round of the battle. Even Ill Will had to give Jones his props in that second round. And then Ill Will had a dope-ass second round. But I gave that to Serius Jones. Third round, they both had a very good third round. I didn't think their third round was as good as their second or their first, but I enjoyed the third round. But that third round I gave to Ill Will. I thought Ill Will was very entertaining and creative the way he went about everything. And Serius Jones, while he came with it in that third round too, it just wasn't it didn't live up to the other two, and it wasn't better than Ill Will's, bottom line. And that's what I'm judging it off. Was that round better than Ill Will's round? No, it wasn't. So I got Serius Jones taking round 1 and 2, and I gave the third round to Ill Will. If you have it a different way, feel free to get in the comment section. Let me know why is it you see it that way. Salute to them both. This battle was better than I thought it was going to be a good battle. It came out to be a great battle, in my opinion. Get in the comment section. Do you consider this battle a classic? I want to hear your opinion on this. Do you consider this a classic? I don't know. Until the next video, man, just remember, man, we out here surviving DME. You know what I'm saying? Get into the description box. Purchase a Union hoodie or t-shirt or Surviving DME shirt. Support us. Hit the alert bell. The subscription key. Make sure you get all the alerts. You got to click on that bell and put you on all the alerts. We got other stuff going on the Union channel. Make sure you go subscribe to that. Right, I'll put one of these cards up here for you to subscribe to that and go check out the Union channel. You will see all the things we've done, especially if you're new here. Subscribe and make sure you check that out, because that's when the three of us get together and get into all kind of arguments and debates about topics, events, so on and so forth. Thank you all who've been supporting us. If you bought one of the t-shirts or hoodies, I appreciate you. Salute to everybody, and we will catch you on the next one.